Now that we've got our template here in Maya, I'm going to go ahead and select it, and I'm just going to add it to a new layer. And I'm just going to call this layer template. Let's go ahead and save it. And I'm going to click this button right here till we see the R. So it's going to turn it into a reference. Make sure that I add it. And now I shouldn't be able to select this. So now I'm just using it to as kind of as a guide to build the other pieces of geometry. Okay, so what I want to do now is build sort of a carved wooden, almost like a collar, really ornate piece that kind of comes down around the back of the neck, up and around the head, and kind of ends down here. And we can do some carving on it and make it look kind of like it fits with his bird-like culture maybe. And so what I want to do is first go in and let's just create polygon primitive, and let's create a pipe. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the pipe up a little higher. I'm going to rotate it, and then let's play with the settings for the pipe. So I'm going to make the radius a little bit bigger. I'm going to take the height down a bit. So we aren't going to need that thickness at all right now. Okay, and then I'm going to add, right now we've got 20 subdivisions. I think that's actually probably pretty good to start with because we'll be able to add more later. Anytime I'm building something, I look at, is it going to be symmetrical? And if so, I only need to worry about half of it initially. That just lets me do modeling on one side, not have to worry about turning on symmetry or anything on the other side. It kind of makes things really, really easy. I'm going to kind of pare this down to the smallest number of polygons that I can use to work with because that'll make things a lot easier. So right now I don't need the thickness. So I'm going to click, shift double click on there to delete that. I'm going to delete the bottom. And oh, the inside's still there, so we got to get rid of that. Double click on the bottom to delete it. And then even this part, I only need half of it. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this half. And now I've got this geometry that I can work with. Now I want the geometry to kind of come up and around. I want it to be kind of around the back of his head and then come down to his front. So the first thing I can do is just grab these polygons and start to manipulate them into position. And so for this, I want it to be kind of like that. You can also grab an edge if you want to and just try to kind of rotate it to get your basic shape. Kind of bring this back and around. Okay, and I'm just going to grab these points and start putting them into position. Here, we want this front to kind of come down and be kind of straight along the front part here. It's probably a little too thick as well. And then we also don't need this piece in the center because we're going to have a gap there. So we'll put the front kind of right there and back against the body. And again, just grab these points. I'm going to make this a bit thinner. So something more like that. And again, just coming in here. And shaping this a bit. Let's pull this down a little. Pull these down. No matter what kind of cool tools that you have, there are going to be some parts of your modeling process that are just going to be going in and moving things one by one, moving polygons, moving points. That's part of the fun of it, part of the craft of it. Kind of pull this up. Now thinking about this, I'm going to have like a cloth upholstery on the inside. So I don't want it to be right up against his body because that's going to, the upholstery is going to do that. So it's going to be like this carved wood upholstered with this padding underneath that sits on top of his body. And so we can be thinking about that as we create it. We want these kind of flowing curves, not too close to the body. We'll just keep pulling this over. And I want it to, as it comes across the chest, I wanted to kind of make a nice smooth curve down here. And so let's actually turn this so that we're getting a nice continuous curve right here instead of that line. Move this over. It's a little bit too far away. And it can get a little bit thicker as it comes to the around to the back if you want. All right. Let's move this a bit closer. We might want to move this closer to his head. I do want it to kind of nest, his head to kind of be nested inside there as it comes up and around. And for it to kind of come up and around the back of his head. If you hit 3 on your keyboard, you can smooth it. You can see pretty quickly if there are any spots where it's kind of been flattened out that you need to maybe tweak the curve a little bit. And I think probably even a little bit higher. And I think about what it's going to look like from the side as well. So think about the silhouette. All right, so we're going to have the thickness of the wood and then also the thickness of the upholstery to think about. Let's pull this down just a little. Same thing here. All right, so get it to a point that's something like this. Again, my thought is that this is wood that's been smoothed and carved with some kind of ornate carvings on it, and then underneath is kind of upholstered cloth. So think about a really nice, fancy sort of ceremonial piece for this, what should be maybe like a diplomat, like I said, or some kind of upper class person in this bird society. Okay. So something like this. Now I want a piece to come off of the side because I want to have kind of a wing or a leaf kind of shape coming off kind of this direction. So let's go back to hit 1 on our keyboard. We'll go back here and I'm going to move these points so that they define kind of the base of where I want to bring this off of. Now you can see as I start to do that, this gets spaced out a little bit more. So one of the cool things that we can do is we can add edge loops. So we'll go to insert edge loop, but we can use something called edge flow, which will try to keep the flow of and curve of the existing geometry while you're adding your edge loops. So then you don't have to move it. So if we add one right here, you can see it moves that line after it creates it and sort of helps you keep the flow that you had for your object. There may still be some pieces that you need to move a little bit, but it'll help a lot. Okay. So let's go ahead and take these 2 edges. Let's hit Control E to extrude them. And then I'm just going to pull them off of the surface and then just go back to our points and then move them manually. So I want something like that. Kind of pull this over a little bit. So think about this as kind of a leaf sort of shape here. Pull this out a little bit more. And we can continue to shape this a little bit later, but this is kind of the basic shape that I want to get. All right, so let's get to this point or something similar to this. And again, look at it from all angles. As you see here, this is a nice curve. And then we get here, it really flattens out. So I would take both of these and just move them up a little bit. It's always good to kind of keep looking at it from all different angles. So get it to something like this. And then in the next clip, we will kind of create the thickness and also the kind of the upholstered geometry underneath it. So we'll do that next.